This next stitch is the bullion knot. I'm gonna just work it right around here. It's a stitch that can be an isolated stitch, but also you could group them together to make a really cool, like a flower or several leaves. I do use a milliner's needle with this stitch. So I'm coming up, I'm taking my needle down, and I'm not gonna take my thread all the way through. I'm gonna bring my needle back up right near where I came up at first. I just have to move the knot out of the way, okay? And I'm gonna start winding my thread. So my stitch is gonna run this distance. I can either wrap it as many times as will fill that area perfectly, or I can wrap it a little bit extra to make like more of a raised stitch. So the way you can determine how long your stitch is going to be is once you wrap your stitches, lay it down on the fabric. This is about how long now my stitch is going to be, which is a little further than where my thread originally came out there. So now I'm going to hold the needle and the little twists, and I am going to pull the needle through the wrapped thread. So when you're wrapping your thread, you don't want to make it too tight, or else you'll really struggle to pull your needle through the wraps. I'm struggling, but that's because I had lotion on my fingers, so the needle wants to slip. Okay, so I finally got it through. I pulled my wraps. Okay, and now I'm going to just scrunch them down a little, take my needle down into that hole. So I'll show you one more. I'm going to bring my needle up, take it down, and then I'm not going to pull my thread all the way through. I'm going to bring it up at the first hole, and then I always begin with wrapping at the part where I can't pull the thread through. You can see this thread is a little bit movable. This part here is not moving, and so that's where I start my wrapping. And I'm just gently wrapping. I'm trying not to make it too tight. I lay it down to check about how long the stitch is going to be. And then I'm going to pull my needle through the little wraps again. You use a milliner's needle for this because a milliner's needle is not graduated down the length of the needle. It's all one width. And so that will help you pull your needle through those wraps. And I'll take this so you can see it from the side. So there's the bullion knots, and if you look at it from the side, you can see I can stick my needle under. They're a little bit raised off of the fabric, and that is the bullion knot.